Oh my god, you guys. I just had a muffin, but it was almost like a cupcake. What is the difference between a muffin and a cupcake?
It's obvious, isn't it?
It's the icing.
What?
Wait, what is a muffin? Or a cupcake?
I pulled them out of the bag of holding. This is a muffin,
Oh, I've
apparently.
had those before.
This is supposed to be a cupcake, I guess.
It's the same.
No.
It's the icing.
But I feel like I've had iced muffins. I think.
It's
You put
It's
ice.
icing on a
You put
muffin.
ice on top, yes.
Like
That's what they
breakfast
call
when you put
the,
like the icing
You put
on top.
icing
like,
on a
flavor
muffin?
the sugar.
well, like a cinnamon flavoured muffin
Yeah,
with
the
the little
creamy-
sugar icing on top.
Yeah.
As you guys are saying this, a bat flies down and knocks the cupcake into Jonas's face,
Oh.
and also runs into him. So this fluttering, like,
Oh, what the
leathery
hell?
wing just flapping on it, and then it fucking flies away.
It's a bat!
What the bat? That was the flying squirrel.
A what?
No, it's a bat. That's because it's night time and they can't see
What the
because of the dark.
bat? Stop making up creatures. That was a squirrel of some type.
That was a bat. What?
There's no such thing as a bat. Stop lying to me. I'm not that gullible.
I'm sorry. What?
It's
I'm
definitely
going to get
bad.
on it. Wait, what is that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're so they're mammals that fly.
These
You're telling me that
echolocation.
bats are humans now?
That is not what I said.
They have
I mean, aren't you
exceptional
a
hearing.
mammal though?
That's besides the point.
But listen, maybe you've been living under a rock or the ocean.
Wait, what's a
And-
mammal?
There are rocks in the ocean. They do not have to be separate from each other.
Yeah, but you have bats in the ocean.
What bat have you seen in the ocean?
Exactly. That was a bat.
It doesn't exist. How does it see? It didn't like it just flew into me.
No, it hears.
Oh, so now they're a dolphin? I hate dolphins. Why are you going to compare it to a dolphin?
It's like a small
That's so
mouse
good.
that flies and makes noise like a dolphin.
Mouse can hear them.
Yeah.
So you're
it's
saying that
bats.
that is like a dolphin? It's a mammal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is why I live underwater.
Oh, that's not even the best part. They carry disease that makes you hydrophobic.
It makes you really want
I
blood
would be
to-
afraid of the water.
Yeah.
and want to drink people's blood.
We must kill all the bats.
Alright, and welcome to Lizards and Locations, Pillars of Creation, episode 14. When we last saw these intrepid adventurers, they got regurgitated out of a warehouse full of crystals and almost got beat up by a golem. What are we doing?
What's our name?
Andersville's Finest.
Yeah!
That's
Bigness.
Andersville's Finest was regurgitated out of a crystal warehouse and then beat on by a golem a little bit. But they seemed to handle it pretty easily. And now they've found themselves once again outside of the tower of a mage that apparently they have discovered was trying to tap into the energies of the elemental plane of Earth. And has resulted in several crystals jutting out from the landscape around it. And that's all they've gone so far, so let's see what they do now.
What happened to the crystal conglomeration that we shot? And stabbed into oblivion?
When Whisper killed the giant golem, essentially a lot of it broke into just like shards, like a lot of the magic was kind of lost. There are a few smaller creatures that were kind of reconstituted into the golem that kind of like broke off, like the cat kind of broke off and flew away and ran away. There was a bird that you saw fly away into the top of the tower. A few other little things like that. But all of the larger creatures, like the bear didn't show up again. The large, like, humanoid figure was completely obliterated.
Could we attempt to make the cat not run away?
Yes. Make either an Arcana or Animal Handling check. Whichever one you want.
17.
17? You kind of like, well, what do you do? So,
I have some of that pickled stuff.
uh-huh.
And I pull some out, and I get down on the ground and go, give me a little Furby, give me a Furby.
Well, I think we know what the cat's name is going to be now.
I just can't remember what Mary called it. Honestly, we can definitely go with her name.
Our friend Elena.
Well, no, I was going to say it's Pickles now because you scared of
Oh my goodness.
Pickles.
I do love pickles.
Okay, yeah, it's Pickles.
Mr. Pickles.
I'm great at naming things.
Can I have some pickles?
I'm great at naming stuff.
And I try to feed it pickles.
Okay. It kind of like doesn't know what to do with it, but like you can see like a little like blue aura hover around the pickle, and it just hovers in front of it and just kind of like bats at it. It doesn't eat it. It doesn't need to eat, so it just kind of like bats it and plays with it as it kind of like bounces around in front of it.
Pick it up and set it on my shoulder, because I've got pretty broad shoulders.
Starting a collection, are we? You know, it's actually not so bad now that it's not part of a giant golem.
You hear it doing that low like purr thing that it does. It's just a happy little cat now. And it's a small cat too. It's like this big.
Oh, okay.
It's a baby.
You pick it up and it's just like.
I love that stage in Kitten where it's just like.
It's hello, I'm a cat. But yeah, now you acquired Pickles, the crystal kitty golem.
I want to check out the
Kitty crystal golem?
golem and see if there's anything that we can grab.
I like Crystal Kid.
Crystal kitty golem?
Is there like cool sharp
That's
pieces that are still
nice.
glowing, or
That's really good,
There are plenty of crystal pieces that are glowing, but none of the ones that were part of the golem. A lot of the ones that were ejected from the warehouse that are kind of like sprayed across the landscape at this point, there are plenty of them that are still containing energy.
I'll pick up one of the ones that looks the coolest.
Okay. One has. Okay, let's see. What would a cool looking crystal look like? How about one that looks like has like the it looks like a scythe. Like it just kind of like goes over and then kind of juts over to the other side. It kind of looks like a little hook or a scythe.
That's pretty cool.
That's what I think would be cool. I don't know. This one looks like my dad. No, I don't know.
It's a life-size version of my father.
A life-size version. He was
yay big.
He was a mega gnome.
He was
And then he was very, very small.
Dear God, I nearly killed my mother.
Oh my god.
It's not very easy being a human race by tiny gnomes.
That escalated very quickly.
We're learning a lot about deaths right now.
Oh Lord of mercy.
Alright, anyway.
Anyways.
Crystal Cat acquired, Crystal Sickle acquired. And it does have that little, like, you can, if you, like, listen to it, you can hear it, like, hum distinctly with energy. And it's like, it's not, like, vibrating, but you can, like, you know how, like, when something is kind of, like, gently moving and you can kind of feel it in your hand? It feels like that.
Could I grab some of the and just put some in my backpack, some of the rubble?
Which one? The rubble of the
big golem.
The big golem?
Anything
Sure.
that's small enough just to kind of.
Yeah, it's a little fragile. It's more.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fragile than the ones that aren't filled with energy. Like you kind of like pick up one and like you kind of like push out your finger on it and it shatters. So you have to be very careful.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking about maybe force. I want to look at it or something like that.
It's very very brittle at this point. But yeah, you collect you know,
So like a sack full.
I got like 2 cups. I don't know.
Okay.
2 cups of crystal.
Cups of crystal.
So are we going into this mage tower or what?
I mean, that's what we're here for. But I guess we go back the way we came. kind of points back over at the
Yeah.
exploded rubble.
Yeah, the warehouse is now basically caved in on itself. Well, you can kind of see, as you're watching it, little bits of it, realign to what it used to be. But, very slowly. You'd be sitting there for a few hours to get it back to where it was.
Going forward.
Yeah, it seems like the best solution. Okay.
So you guys go back to the front of the house? Or front of the tower?
Yeah, it seems like the way to go.
Okay. You see the same intricate door with runes carved into it that you did before. The cat's no longer there, obviously, but you get the feeling that the enchantment has not gone away.
Can I do an arcane check on the enchantment?
Absolutely.
That's almost good. 9 plus 7, so 16.
Well, you know for a fact that there's an enchantment on the door that kind of is meant to kind of distract and kind of lead someone's mind elsewhere.
Okay.
It's not necessarily you get the feeling that it was meant to be used by somebody who wasn't trying to hurt somebody. It was just hey, leave me alone, go away.
Do I also get the vibe that this is also some type of reflective power source? Because of what happened with
You
the
had a
fireball?
16, you said?
Yeah.
There is a series of enchantments on the door that you can't quite parse out the exact nature of. But yeah, essentially what you're seeing is there's a few different things where there's a cancellation spell, like a nullification kind of spell that kind of gets rid of any spell that's cast at the door.
Yeah.
And then you see another 2 or 3 enchantments that you can't quite parse through.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one that is an actual trigger for a spell such as explosion or a thunder wave.
I'll kind of relay that to everybody about how there's quite a bit going on in the store
Mhm.
right now.
So do we kick it in?
That would seem like the not best move if it has something. You said it has some kind of explosion behind it.
It was more from arcane.
Do we send Pickles up to it, just see if it opens?
You wanna go to the door, Pickles? You wanna go to the door?
It meows at you.
Give it a chunk.
And that little like a crackly like a synthesizer meow.
Oh, he's so cute. Go ahead, go and do it.
Pickles kind of walks up to the door and kind of paces around and then just walks right through the door. Phases through it.
But come back though.
It's a good baby. We're learning so much.
Come back, little Pickles. Come back.
It hears you and you see it kind of phase and it's a phasing thing, but you can see its form kind of morphing into the door and then out of it.
Do you?
So it's
Now, if I pick up Pickles and walk through the door, do we think that'll happen to me?
You can try it.
I tried.
It happens. It feels really weird because you can feel your entire body kind of morph into the door and kind of and then come back and then you pop out on the other side of it.
Des is gonna kind of pull out the giant scythe shard. She's gonna push it at the door.
Mm-hmm. Same thing happens.
Same thing happens. Y'all want to hold on and try this weird?
So basically right now you push the scythe into the door and your arms goes and so you're just your arm is in the door.
Oh. This isn't ideal.
Keep going.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to sort of tilt it back.
You don't have when your hand goes into the door, you don't have the idea of your arm doing that. Your brain is oh, move your hand. What's that? What is your brain doesn't recognize that it
Do I see
exists.
Des' hand?
No, it's in the door.
You guys should really come through if you got some blue stones, or I can maybe send Pickles back out to you.
Well, right now Des is in the door. I kind of want to see what she does.
I don't know what to do. So the whole site is in the door as well.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is in the door. I just see there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wiggle this
No.
sickle at all.
The signal is at the moment part of your hand, which is part of the door.
I'm going to attempt to absorb elements. See if I can absorb some of the magical energy.
There's no elemental damage being applied here.
I was hoping for.
You're really not following us through, Pickles. Maybe I should send you back out to him. Maybe one of them will just walk through. I don't know.
It meows at you.
So then maybe I'll I'll knock on the door.
Okay. You're knock, and then you hear him knock on the
I tried
door.
to open the door from the inside. I tried to open the door from the inside.
Yeah, it works. You're still stuck in the door though.
You just start.
So you just walk. You like walk in, and your arm is just like this in the door.
I hand you Pickles.
Well, what's that gonna do? Oh,
Get you all the way through the door?
maybe.
He can go through the door. He just stopped walking.
Oh.
That's what I was trying
That's
to
why I
say.
was like, you can just keep going.
Oh, well, I was saying, can I wiggle or anything? And you said
No,
you're
you
stuck.
can't.
And I was like, all right.
I didn't say you were stuck. I said you can't move your arm because it's part of the door. You weren't stuck at any point.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot. That's what I was saying. Why you just keep walking
Yeah,
forward?
that's what I kept. I was like,
See, I was under the impression I was completely immobilized by this.
No.
That's why.
That's what I was wondering. What is going on here?
So you're essentially doing this rather than walking through it. Okay.
Well, yeah, because you were saying I walk
No,
with my
it's
hands and I put it into the door. I'm like, okay, it works. And then you stop walking. I'm like, okay.
Well, I put it to the door, and like I thought it was like, okay, now I'm stuck. I was like, maybe if I can move it back and have the side like come out, and I could like, I thought it was something to do with like breaking,
Keep it in flex. Yeah.
keeping it in the flex position.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're still stuck inside the door. So what do you do?
All right, I'll walk through the door and try
Yeah,
to get
you
through the
merge
door.
into the door, and then like, how is the door positioned right now? You tell me, because you opened the
I
door.
had pulled it open.
All the way open?
Nah, let's say no, because I saw that Des was attached to it, and I tried to hand her Pickles.
Okay, you have enough room that you merge into the door, and everyone kind of like looks like what happens, and then you just kind of slurp out the back of it, and you're just staring at the wall now.
It's
It's
really
just like,
wonky, yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, it's a little like.
It's a little kinds of.
Let's not do that again. Oh God. Little too much slurping sounds.
Yeah.
I just kind of look at the entrance. Just start walking through.
Show off.
Well, it's open for me. You had such a hard time getting through because the door's closed. That's a good idea. The symbol, though.
Thanks, Jonas.
As you guys walk into the entranceway of the tower, you see a couple beams of light coming down from the sun going through the stained glass. So the foyer has like this nice prismatic effect, a lot like the cat does, but like strewn across the entirety of the room. There's not a whole lot in there besides just that visual. There's a few tables with like a few candlesticks with candles in them. There's a painting of the landscape around that you can see that part it's a painting of like the tower that you're now in. And there's a hallway going in front of you, and there is the stairs going up, spiraling up to your right. So the first floor is basically the foyer. There's a small room that you haven't quite gone into, and then there's the stairways up to the higher floor.
Overall materiality is crystal, though. Like it's kind of fortress.
No,
of
the
solitude-y,
actual tower is made of stone.
Okay.
It's just on the outside it had a gleam to it, like a sheen.
Because you mentioned like the prismatic. Is the prismatic just coming from the
It's-
stained glass?
Yeah, that's from the stained glass. Like
Okay.
it's just kind of making that kind.
Okay.
It's just. It
I was
just
picturing
looks
like
like
fortress and solid.
No. It is made of stone.
You said there's a door to the right.
It's very nice stone, though. It's very well. Cared for.
Okay.
Does it look so? Does the room look like somebody's been there recently?
I think that's going to require some kind of check. Let's say an investigation check.
Yeah.
Already.
I'm definitely looking around. Would that give them advantage from helping out? Or-
If you're helping them, yes.
yeah, so I'm helping out.
So do it with advantage.
Oh, that's gonna be a 23. Oh, there.
What?
Natural 20.
Okay. You see little markings, like little scratches left on the floor, which I think you kind of assume is from the crystal animals that have been passing through.
Mm-hmm.
You see a couple papers kind of sticking out of the drawer that seems a little recent. It's not. It doesn't have like the dirt on the outside. When you open it up and you look at it, it's not like the outside has been like outside of the protection of the drawer for very long. So it looks recent, if not like fresh, but like soon. People like someone has been here at some point, and there have also been comings and goings of golems and other.
You said there's a fire?
I did not say that.
Okay. I heard foyer.
Foyer, yeah. It's not
I
a fire.
heard fire too. It's like, yeah, fire. You know,
Looking
well,
like
the
it.
living area, fire probably. Assume the fire.
Arcane.
Do they usually have fires in foyers?
Not her foyers, no. I was just thinking like foyer, then like
His
living
brain
more
filled in the blanks.
and more like living area, and then like
You don't see a fire.
okay.
He probably pictured my parents' foyer that is burned.
Arcane markings at all, books laying around, anything like that?
Nothing like that.
Okay.
This is just like
Entrance.
an entranceway. This is where where this person would, greet someone or keep put in some decorations.
Okay.
It's very like this is not like you walk in and it's a living space. It's like this is a greeting area.
Yeah.
So should we check the back room, or do you think we should just get straight?
I'd say
to
hit the
business?
first floor first, see what we can find.
First floor.
Make our way up.
Okay. I don't see any problem with that. We'll go
If
check
I'm a
out the.
logical person, that would probably be what I'd do.
So you
Very
guys,
logical.
so you guys are staying on the first floor for now?
Yeah, we're gonna go check out that other extra room.
Okay. You walk in there, and it is a little bit of a living space. There is a fireplace in this particular area, and it kind of vents out into the outside. It doesn't have like the straight up chimney. It just kind of vents outward. And this place has a few couches, a few like upholsteries. There's a few like light reading books that you might see. It's basically a space to relax, space to like kind of unwind. Some of the items that you see around are broken. Like there is a broken lamp that hasn't been fixed. There's a pillow that's kind of worn and torn at the ends. You get the feeling that there hasn't been a lot of use for this particular room in a little bit.
Is the whole place kind of dark, or is it kind of like...
No, it's pretty light in the area. Like it has windows that are shining down into this area. And this particular area has little sconces that are lit up with magical light.
Okay.
So it's not like a dark and gloomy area, at least not in this particular part. But like this part seems very inviting, very like not necessarily warm because the fireplace is not lit.
Yeah.
But it looks like somebody who's a little maybe not quite used to living by themselves would live there.
Okay.
And again, one that hasn't been there for a little bit because I don't care how not used to you are, you don't just leave a broken lamp in your living room. By broken, I mean like shattered on the floor. Like it's
Yeah.
Are there
There's, like,
footsteps on the
bits.
ground that would indicate, like, I imagine if it hasn't been used in a while, there's probably like some dust and stuff, but maybe if there's footsteps
Sure.
that like show that there's been a person in here. 25.
No people. No footprints. There are scratches from golems that you can tell that are just like little, very sharp, very hard claws that kind of go through. And then you see there's a couple like scratches on some of the upholstery where maybe a cat has been sharpening its claws.
Yeah, it looks like no people have been in here, or at least no humanoids have been in here for a while. But...
Something that it doesn't need to do because it's made of crystal. That's not how it works.
But it seems like our little friends from outside have been having some fun in here. Looks over
Furniture wise, what do we see for furniture? We see
A few sofas, a few seats, basically like what you'd see in a normal living room, sans a television because that doesn't exist.
I'll probably just make a check underneath sofas and chairs and just see if there's
Make an
anything.
investigation check.
You know, I was thinking like the fantasy TV would just be like a wizard that knows scrying and projects it.
Right, yeah.
It's like, look at this guy. Look at this guy,
What would that be? A plaque of scrying? Like it's just somebody who just watches other people and fucking judges them.
19 plus 1 is 20.
You don't see anything that would be unusual in this, and like Des has again looked for specific things. You just kind of find a few things of refuge, like a stray piece of paper that got stuck in between one of the sofas.
Anything on it? Nothing?
No.
Okay.
I mean, there is something in the piece of paper, but it's like miscellaneous, like costs. Like, oh, the day I had to buy this from the merchant that passed by, and it shows like the ledger of what he was buying. And
Okay.
these are just like notes for himself that he probably fell asleep on because he was on the couch or something.
People's notes can be important. They can tell you what they're doing, what's important to them,
I mean, to be fair, you have like probably the most important notebook he's ever made.
what
Yeah,
they're
we got-
working on.
We got a pretty good idea of what he's been working on.
That's true.
I'll have all of them. Give his little compendium of field notes.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else I would look for with an academic. As Mary, and technically as Whisperer, who is proficient in history and is educated.
I mean, I really care more about the person, rather than what they're working on. What kind of gives you an insight into their lives or whatever.
That's understood.
Wizards have lives.
I mean, everybody has some kind of a life, even if it's all alone with your crystal cat.
I mean, that makes sense, but also, like, wizards voluntarily give up lives for books.
No, that is really dumb, I know, but, their choice, I guess.
Yeah.
Choices.
It's several choices in a row every day. Like, they could go outside.
It is interesting, no? Some people are born with innate powers, and others study, learn.
Some people cut out an eye, sacrifice it to their god,
It's commendable stuff. Reading, learning,
There's a line.
it's fair.
I think this guy found it, if his journals are anything to go by.
Something he went past it, doesn't it? Shall we go upstairs?
Now let's do
I
it.
think the problem is this guy didn't know what a line was.
They up and down.
It's hard to know where a line is if no one shows it to you.
Or if you ignore it.
Thanks, voice in my head. Wait a
Is
second.
that why wizards go to school?
Oh, dear God.
Let's go to college so that somebody can show them the line?
Plot
There are
twist.
universities that
Des
wizards
is
go to.
actually the narrator.
This villain.
Alright. So you guys walk out of the living area and you walk up the stairway. Who's the first person to go up?
I'm willing to go first. I'm not
To
sneaky.
be clear, and Yasadi has been here with you guys through this. She has kind of just been looking at things. She looked at the painting of the stone for a little while, and she's kind of like scrutinizing it. And when you look at the tower on the painting, it's not quite as nice as the one that you're in now. Like, it's a nice painting. But the sheen on the outside that this tower seems to have is not in the painting.
I smack her on the shoulder and go, "What you thinking, white dog?"
I'm thinking this place. Why? Thinking this place is more dangerous than it seems.
It seems dangerous though, so
If the worst thing they have is some golem that goes down after a few hits, I don't see this particular mission going down that easy. I've got a bad feeling.
With our luck, yeah, probably.
Well, thank goodness we're stuck in the tower now.
we're not really stuck. We can leave.
God, famous last words.
We go tickles. We'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. But who is the first person to try to go up the stairs?
I'll go first.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I didn't roll a lot of that today. Let's use the last luck of the day. That's better. 17.
Okay. You kind of it's the same kind of feeling you had before with the door, where you have the idea, I'm gonna go up these stairs and see what's on the next floor, and then your mind kind of wanders to something else. You kind of think back, you think of an interesting fish that you saw one day, and how I wonder where that came from, and then before you know it, you're at the top of the stairs, and the pot's gone.
You're all good, Jonas. You're kind of wavery in the middle.
Yeah, just distracted, that's all.
Follow him up, petting.
You're fine, guys.
Well, I follow after Addie. She doesn't seem more distracted than usual.
You will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Shite. Oh, she didn't forget somebody else. Ooh, gourd with the empty netter.
Nice.
I would say Des still has the shard on her possession, but probably isn't holding it or actively thinking about holding it. It's just with her.
Okay.
So it's however you decide to play
I know what I'm doing.
Dirty 20.
It's just gonna.
Same thing. You think about the cat again. Oh man, that cat's so cute. I wish that I could hold the cat more. And then by the time you think about why the cat doesn't like you more, it's the thought's gone and you're at the top of the stairs.
The cat likes you, I swear.
Pickles, come here.
You-
There you go.
You went up two already, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't see anything in between?
Pickles is awesome.
That motion, which usually would be fingers and fur and totally soundless, is just
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. Yasadi's gonna go next. She'll her face will kind of furrow as she's trying to go up as well. But she also is able to make it to the top, and then she kind of shakes her head and looks around. And as you guys look around, and you're still at the bottom of the stairs.
Just follows up
Without seeing it? Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
That'll be an 11.
You get distracted by the really nice, you look up and you see that the light coming out of that painted window is it's so nice, it's so pretty.
That's really nice.
And you just kind of are entranced by the very light twinkling prismatic effect of the painted glass.
Yo, Des.
Nope. She does not hear you.
I go down and I have Pickles
Mhm.
and I guide her up. I'm like, come on.
Okay. That works. But you're even at the top of the stairs, you're kind of leaning out over the banister and you're just entranced by the light from the painted
Y'all
glass.
seeing this light? It's really.
I'm gonna put my
And you
arm
do-
around her
you do
shoulder
see
to
the
make
light,
sure she doesn't fall too
Because
forward.
in this second floor, it's almost like you've gone up and wider. The rooms that you're looking at and the area that you're seeing doesn't fit with the outside architecture. It's too wide. It's too large. It goes a little too high to be something that you would see in a tower. And this room, this large room that is mostly furnished in wood with very light cushions on some of the chairs is also just prismatic in its appearance. As two more stained glass windows allow their light to flood into this room. It's almost as brilliant as the warehouse, but not quite as blinding. But it is stunning to look at. As you look at it, you can also see there's a door ahead of you. There's also a door to your left that goes into more the central area of the tower, though the central area of the tower looks like it would be almost if it weren't for the expanded architecture, outside and falling out of the tower. But it seems like there is a door that goes to that area.
Well, if it's different on the inside than it was on the outside, let's go through the door.
Which one?
The one that's supposed to go to nowhere.
Oh, sure, for sure.
Let's peek it. Let's
Go
just take a peeky.
Maybe we
I love a good peeky.
poke at it first.
With what? I draw my sword.
Something to make sure it's real. It's not an illusion.
Kind of
Go through and poke it.
poke it with a stick.
With a stick?
Des is doing like a
long
sketch
metal
of,
stick
like,
that's sharpened?
the window.
Almost like a sword.
Des is doing like a sketch of the light coming in.
You very gingerly step forward and you gingerly poke and just
Seems real to me.
It's good news.
I don't know if that came through on the microphone, but I basically poked the wooden desk in front of me.
You poke the wood?
I poked the wood. As opposed to the wood poking you.
Poke that wood.
Yeah, I kind of turn back to Jonas. I shrug, and I go to open the door.
It seems real. It seems worthy.
As you open the door to this particular, the aromas of a hearty chicken soup waft out of this kitchen area. As you can see, several, again, crystalline utensils like pots and pans and ladles are animated and they're cooking a chicken soup.
Okay, go for some chicken soup.
The good news, chicken soup is cooking.
Let's get some.
The probably bad news, who ordered chicken soup?
I didn't know we were taking orders, so not me.
Yeah, so either this automated process doesn't know no one's home, or we have to anticipate pissing somebody off.
They look like they have enough for everybody.
It's basically a small pot for like one or two people.
No.
Okay, so we're definitely disturbing their meal time.
So,
Yeah.
does this go anywhere? It's a dead end.
This has basically it's like a half moon type of situation where like the thing happens like a crescent moon. The apparatuses kind of come inwards and it kind of bulges out a little bit more as like all of the cooking things are on the inside of the moon and all of like the counter space and there's like a sink on the outside of the moon. So it's basically just like an interesting little kitchen that is set up to be automated.
Next door? Or do we eat the chicken soup?
Now let's leave it.
Okay.
First off, you're back in the room that is basically crisscrossed with prismatic rays.
Next one.
Des is still just sitting over by the window, just like sketching it.
We'll get her later.
It's just very.
I can't wait to see Dez's notebook or like, her journal for this. This is gonna be really funny.
We should really not leave her behind now. That kind of sucks.
No, we won't leave her behind. We'll just figure out what door to go in first. That was driving her.
Des, make another wisdom saving throw.
Eight is great.
8.
Not so great. Frosted.
Listen, what's crazy is that rangers don't have a wisdom save.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Like proficiency.
I'm gonna go
You're
ahead.
distracted. Your attention goes from the stained glass that was providing light to the foyer to one of the ones that is providing the light to this particular room.
Sorry, keep going.
And as you kind of look at it, it looks like it shifts slightly. But you're too entranced by it to really care or notice or tell anyone about it.
That's cool.
Anyway, go ahead.
How often does it seem like Des gets to mechanically make a wisdom saving throw?
When I decide that it's been long enough that they should be able to do
Is
that,
it like a minute-ish, or is it like...
it's like a minute-ish.
Okay, then I will cast Bless
Okay.
on Des.
Plus 4. Plus 4 to them.
It's
Yeah.
1d4.
1d4.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And me and Jonas, because you've got the cat.
Get right to your side. Anyway,
I go to the store and I open it.
Yasadi's already at the next door. And she kind of like puts the maul down and she kind of like is pressing on the door and kind of like puts her shoulder into it. And it doesn't even really make a noise. It's just kind of like a...
Well, that one's fake.
And she kind of like jiggles the handle and the handle like moves, but the sound is muffled.
That doesn't sound right. Jonas, come look at it.
Still good looking at you. Arcane?
Make an arcane check. Arcana.
That's what's one.
Hot diggity fuck. Okay.
So 27.
So, I'm gonna kind of expand this a little bit. This is it seems to be something that should have been a silent spell. It doesn't seem to be working correctly. And that's something that you've noticed with this particular area, is that everything that's working is kind of working in a way that doesn't quite fit. All of the animals that are carved into these stones, they don't work correctly. All of these crystals, they don't quite work correctly. All of these things are just slightly off. The door the way that you go through the door is assumedly supposed to be a portal spell. That's not how it works though. So everything is a little bit off. Mm-hmm. And you kind of like put this together retroactively with your, because I'm giving you a natural 20. Like, all right, let's do some
adding all the evidence.
Yeah, let's do some detective work now. So like it's all a little bit strange. So like yes, it does reduce noise, but not all the way. As for why it's not opening, you don't know. It has nothing to do with the arcane nature of the door.
Everything, all that. Yeah, you're good.
You're in La La Land. You're like, oh, that's nice. It's such a pretty door. It's such a pretty window. Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Push it open.
Make my blood extras.
Yeah. I think that's a dirty 20. Fairly certain. 100%.
I think fairly yes.
So, you put a good shoulder into it, and this time, and you hear the telltale thunk, but it's like if like you ran into it with like a mattress a thin mattress was in front of it, and you just can't quite punch through, and it kind of like repulses you backwards just a little bit. And then Des, who is staring intently at this window, is going to make another wisdom saving throw.
Plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4.
With 1d4 bonus.
Probably means after that, none of us are blessed.
I could add D4.
That's true. I could have added a d4 to that. Would that have made it open?
No.
22.
So 18?
18 will do it. So you kind of like shake the cobwebs out of your mind. You're like, man, this. Oh, whatever. This was weird. And like as your brain kind of like clears that fog, you look back at the window and it is shattering towards you. But no, there's no sound of it shattering towards you. And instead of this window that you're looking at, the window is now gone, and replaced it is this strange, almost clockwork-looking humanoid figure with razor-sharp glass blades. And you're all going to roll for initiative.
Oh
Were you
no!
watching Inception recently?
Oh, bitch. Why? Why?
You just have the worst luck in the world. It's so bad. Of all the things that I would not want to have them, like, if I had to pick, I always roll badly on this, I'd pick initiative.
It's fair. It's fair. Initiative and any intelligence check.
We'll see who does the rest today.
Like, even without the -2, I roll shit on intelligence check.
We'll see who sucks.
I don't
I think it may be me.
Then you don't have
Methinks
a
it me. We shall see who sucks.
I have a +0.
Methinks it's me.
unless you roll a nat 1.
What if?
B.
Alright, anybody above 20?
22.
Well, fuck you.
Wow.
That's real good.
It must be nice that
It is.
have initiative on your side.
It is nice.
Oh shit.
Well, some of us just plain roll bad and have initiative, so.
Alright, anybody above 15? Anybody above 10?
11.
Anybody above a 10? 11 for whispers. That's just. What'd you get?
3.
3. Jonas got a 3.
Natural 3.
She also rolled a 3.
Oh, hey, we rolled the same. Just you have a negative. I'm just a.
Wait, you rolled a 3?
Say your roll out loud for the people who aren't looking.
Sorry, I rolled a 3 and the -2 makes it a 1.
Sorry, podcast listeners. Some of us just don't understand. You know, that ears are important too.
Wow.
You make it sound so.
Really just hammering it.
I'll give you something to hammer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I got a hammer. Look at this.
It's like, hey, now I'm right here.
Let's talk about Nate.
Make
Yeah.
someone getting hammered.
Yes, that's what I was hoping.
Excuse me.
Oh, is that just the
I'm just assuming.
paper?
No, I'm assuming you guys have this all worked out in advance. To be honest.
What?
Don't worry. I got the nail gun.
You got the what?
I got the nail gun.
Good boy. Well, in any case, I'm not gonna.
This case.
We're gonna do in this particular case. I'm gonna do a theater of the mind kind of. I think there's no real reason for me to do the thing, but let me know what you guys need to know, and I'll just relay information. But yes,
Okay.
you guys are now currently fighting this stained glass kind of looking golem, and like as it's moving, the light in the room just shifts and weaves. It's almost enchanting, literally.
Right.
Instead of going to the first part of the order, which would be Des, we're all going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, my luck has only been good so far.
Oh, ass.
Oh, ass.
That needs to retire. It's still
Little
3.
bit. Ah.
No, mine's not much better.
Oh, I was worried about that. Shit. Oh no.
All right, let's do Mary first.
That's an 11.
We will not do it.
I didn't think so.
Hey, you did better than the cleric. I got a 10.
Well, I have a +1, so I have to roll really well to do really well, and it just doesn't happen that way.
So, you are like captivated, like almost like a half charm. You're not charmed. You don't think it's your friend, but you're kind of almost incapacitated, kind of. So we'll get through that once we do the rest of the video. John, what did you get?
I have a +5. I'd like to have you know, so 10.
Well, I would like to ask really quickly.
Sure.
Okay, so I just broke the wisdom?
You can do it with advantage.
Okay, because I was like, I just broke through it. I feel like that should give me at least something.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Hopefully this will do
Does
better.
the cat do anything for her? How's the cat? Or? No.
That's not for this particular.
Okay.
Alright, that'll do. Alright, got a 20.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Give me the other number. Is it a 3?
Blessing go away yet?
No, it's 24. Actually, 26. 26.
Do we still have blessing, or did blessing go away yet?
How long does bless last?
A minute.
Yes, over. No, it's 25. I'm terrible at that.
They're not that bad.
What did you get for your wisdom saving throw? Okay.
I rolled
So everybody
3.
except for Dez is currently stunned. Kind of. Let's go with stunned.
Decide up.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with stunned. So, either way, Dez, you're up first. With your literally double the next person's initiative.
You know what? I'm gonna try. So I guess I'll probably take an action, but I'm going to blow my signal whistle as loud as humanly possible, so it's like ear splitting loud. Just like brrr, as loud as I can. I mean, it's not gonna do any damage or anything, but I just want to give like a frame for like if they can maybe assist in all like my friends out of there.
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to interrupt the the effect that that they have right now.
Yeah, well, it's maybe not interrupt, but it's more like because I know that like blowing the whistle probably not going to, do that. It'd more just be like if it was to their benefit in order to see through the enchantment that they're in.
It's just a signal whistle.
Yeah,
Nothing
just
magical about it.
blowing a signal whistle as loud as I can.
I mean, you blow the signal whistle, and like they all kind of like move to put their hands over their ears, and then they kind of it's like how you were doing something, and then your brain kind of redirected its energy somewhere else. So it was like, oh, they had like the reaction of I should cover my ears, and then it got melted away into the just mesmerizing looking at this golem.
Well, I guess when all else fails, she's just gonna like put Hunter's mark on him as her bonus section.
I want to say like I like the ingenuity and like the idea of it, but like realistically, it is a magical effect that just a sharp noise wouldn't have enough power to knock them out of.
Okay.
Like, were it that easy,
Yeah. I took my action to do that then, and then I'll do bonus action, Hunter's marks, just get them marked up.
All right.
I mean, would that be an action or a free action to just interact with this?
I think the idea of it being a action is that she like did it for a long enough time to constitute it. That's gonna fall down. Okay.
Yeah, that's essentially that's true. I did it for at least a good solid 6 seconds or 10 seconds.
If you were a rogue, if you were a rogue, like she's a rogue, but like if they would use like use interact with objects, like they have like a bonus action for that. That would be one thing, but interact with object is an action usually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what. Can we, just so I know, in stunned, right? It says that we can't move and can speak only falteringly, and we fail strength dex saves, attack rolls against advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we still cast or no when we're in stunned?
I guess it depends on you have a verbal
That's exactly correct.
component.
Yes, if it has a verbal
Well, it also
component.
says you're incapacitated, which means you can't take actions.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. It doesn't say that on this one.
Well, that's what D&D Beyond tells me.
That's fine. I believe you.
It doesn't have to.
I'm perfectly
I
happy
think-
to cast
I think, and like this isn't even like a by the rule. This is in the context of what I'm doing. You would not, your brain couldn't focus on casting a spell.
Okay.
That would require a focus that you just don't have, or concentration.
Makes sense.
You can't do. Des, that's all for you?
That's it.
Alright. Whisper, you are stunned. At the end of your turn, you are allowed to retake the wisdom saving throw.
All of these d20s have failed me today, so it's just a matter of picking out which one I feel like rolling. Let's go with my big boy. It's been a time out long enough, I think. Don't prove me wrong. That's a 5. Okay.
So it makes it?
No. Definitely not.
Back to time.
That's right.
You are in timeout.
I could your face.
The plea, literally pleading.
I knocked on wood and everything and it jinxed me.
Yasadi is right there with you as she is just mesmerized by the colors and all of the visuals going in front of her face. She just cannot focus. After Yasadi is Janus's turn.
No, it hasn't tried to attack us yet, right?
Hasn't been its turn yet, but sure.
Gotcha. You rolled lower than a 3.
Uh-huh.
That's twice for you now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm
okay.
not, but
It's fine. But
you told us almost,
I
right?
don't mind.
Yes.
It literally was like, natural 1? No.
You're so close.
And I'm out of lucky feet, so that was just John luck right there.
Isn't that just a dirty 20?
That is a dirty 20.
Remember my father? He knows me.
Dirty 20.
Nail knows the hammer. Anyway.
Whoa!
Whoa! we just made that joke just now.
Great callback. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Remember, he points all around.
Yeah, we're remembering
They're all
stuff.
going to him.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Let's keep playing this game.
Alright, so a 20 will get you out of the stun.
Cool.
So
You That's the end of my turn? Right? Because it's at the end of your
Yes,
turn.
that would be
right?
the end of your turn.
Cool.
So,
I mean, arguably not cool, but yeah, I get you.
alright. Well, yes, we're gonna. And the crystal golem is going to come up and slam. It says slam, but it's not a slam, it's more of a slice. So we're going to do that. He is going to attack the two that are not currently entranced.
Which is me and
That's
Dead. Okay.
Well, that's a natural 1. So that's not going to work.
Just misses.
Yeah.
Alright, it hits it rolls fine on the what the fuck happens after the critical failure. The other one is, so that one's going to Jarvis, the next one's going to Dez. So Dez does a 19 hit.
Yes.
Is he right next to me? Just curious.
You were by the door, and
Yes.
she was not. So
Okay.
no, but it's a very kind of it's not it's not all connected to each other. It's kind of like a diorama of that's suspended with little, so it can fling out its arm. And
I was going to ask you because if Dez was next to me, I can use my shield.
No,
Okay.
she
That's what I
was
thought.
she was by the stairway because she was kind of still out of it, right up until right when it attacked.
Cool.
So no. Alright. Let's roll for damage. 4 slicing damage. Slicing? Slashing damage.
Slicing damage.
Slice dice. Slice damage.
Yeah,
Slice damage.
buns.
Slice damage.
Slice damage sounds fun. I want to do more slice damage.
So, if there's slice and dice, which one's slice and which one's dice?
Well, this is nice.
I know I walked into that one. I'll contain my fury myself.
I'm waiting for the next book to hit me.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. Anyway, it's now Audie's turn.
Oh yeah. Do I make the wisdom save at the beginning or the end of my turn?
The end of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw.
19.
19 will do it.
Nice.
So you are no longer stunned.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Represent.
Represent what? The end of my
Us.
turn?
Yeah.
Us.
Andersville's finest.
I thought the AF was implied.
Actual fucks.
Yeah, fair.
Des, top of the order.
Alright, Des is gonna, you guessed it, shoot it!
Set phasers to death.
Set phasers to none.
No.
That ramen is spicy.
Terrible. So the worst phaser setting there is.
16.
I just like a man name is happening.
What a statement.
Ooh. A 16 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
And bonus action attack. 21.
21 will hit.
Shoot. Okay. The other two did not. Is anybody adjacent to that is currently engaged with the?
I was engaged, and I don't know if I'm adjacent to it. Because it attacked me. Because it attacked me.
It was.
Yeah.
It is not adjacent to you.
Okay.
It is adjacent to Des.
Okay.
It is also adjacent to Whisper and not to Audie. Because Whisper was helping Des.
Because I don't think that technically counts as stun. Right?
Oh, you're saying for Zeke attack?
Yeah.
No, they have to be threatening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just take my 2d6. It's fine.
It's like prone would still work with the condition stuff.
So I got a nice good old 10. 10 piercing.
Is this going to be full effect or? No.
It does not.
Yeah.
It's-
You're not magical, right?
Yeah, like two of them, like one of them, it just goes in between a few of the little pieces of glass. The second one, it kind of like slices in half as it comes towards it, and the third one kind of like clinks off of one of the panes, and it kind of like spins around. And there's a little like crack in the pane when it rates itself, but it doesn't seem to really care.
That's fine.
All set.
All set.
Next up is Whisper.
Eeny, miny, this one.
I believe in you.
A +1 to wisdom saves. It's hurting me right now. Oh, that's a 19.
Well, the GC's gone up, so.
Like a 19 altogether. That'll hit.
No, that's a save. That's a save. Wisdom save.
A wisdom save. Oh, yeah, that'll save as well.
Yeah. You have joined us.
We're learning so much! And that's my turn because.
But a 19 hits, guys. AC goes up.
Alright, so Whisper is now among the rest of you and just kind of like shakes off the little glints in front of her eyes, and it is now Isai's turn. See if she can join the rest of you.
I wish there was a way to help her.
Nope.
I don't know how to do that.
After Isai is Janus' turn.
Okay, I am going to. Let me show how to put this on there. Okay. I'm going to throw my trident at it. 12 plus 6 plus 6. So 18 hits.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, so I throw the trident at it. That is magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Think through that good old genie guy. I'm gonna leave it. 5 plus 3, so that's 8 piercing magical. And then it does D8 cold, 4 cold.
Okay. Very nice.
As far as any bonus actions, I don't think I have anything that really work well. Oh, wait, hold on. Once per. Yeah, why not? I'll use the Fury of the Tides. Which, well, is it 10? Yeah, I hit it with a weapon attack, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose to push the target 10 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
If it's pushed into an obstacle or another creature, the target takes +3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And this activates for a minute long. So I'm using this for all my weapon attacks for a minute.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
+3 bludgeoning to knock it into a wall.
Okay, but you're trying to knock it back?
Yeah.
It kind of is pushed back, and like it kind of like gets pushed back into like the hole that it kind of came out of, like it was a window. So like it does do that. So like I'll give you the bludgeoning damage. It is resistant to bludgeoning damage either way.
Gotcha, so there's one.
So it'd be an extra 1 damage.
Okay.
But so like it works, but it's not like super effective at what you're trying to do.
That makes sense. Alright, so I channeled that divinity, and that was let me just double check that was a bonus action. Yep, as a bonus action. So I'm good.
Alright. After Jonas is the golem, who will kind of like see, who like gets pushed back, and like as it's getting pushed back, it'll fling a hooked almost piece of glass and try and like dig it into your shoulder. Does a 17 hit?
18 AC.
Alright, then never mind. It just
Put my shield up.
glances off the armor that you've got.
Okay.
It gets past your shield, like just barely,
That's around it, yeah.
but it protected your vital areas, and you just hear it go like it's
Crossing
like
chainmail.
you know, like glass that's scraping across like metal. It sounds like very
devil?
shrill. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's that kind of rings in your ears, but you are unharmed. The other thing it will do is you kind of see it kind of make a diorama, like an orb of like glass from its body, and smash it on the ground, and and a lot like the crystal golem that you faced outside does like a thunder wave style attack.
Okay, that's a save, right?
It will be a save, yes.
Okay.
So everybody is going to make. Okay, so who's going to make it? It's going to be Dez, definitely. Not Adi, Jonas, and Jonas Whisperer will do. Okay. So only Adi is not making the save here.
Oh. What kind of save?
Constitution save.
That's better.
Oh,
Okay, that's better.
I'm good at those. I just cannot roll today to save my life.
I mean, you say that. I've rolled initiative 1 twice, and that roll is not much better.
I've rolled like twice well at all. It's
I spell it all.
Yeah. I just rolled a natural 2.
Well, that's definitely not going to save.
No.
But don't worry about it, because I 2d8. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Nice.
So it's 3 thunder damage.
I did say.
You did say? Did you say?
No, I rolled 7.
So you both take 3 thunder damage and are knocked back 10 feet. And because Jonas was by the door, he kind of bumps into the
door itself.
The door itself.
Okay.
And it's going to be, there we go, an extra 6 damage for bludgeoning.
Okay.
I rolled a buff of 3. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm right there with you, fam.
Yeah.
So I guess
Sorry, John. Anyway,
the only thing
Oh, you're
1 damage, I guess.
you took 1 damage,
Because
yes.
it's half. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Jonas
Just like a little.
Jonas
yeah.
is breathing pretty heavy right now.
Jonas doesn't look good.
If only we had 2 clerics.
First informing said clerics.
Has the max hit points rolled off yet or no?
It lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, no, good.
Yes.
after that is Audie's turn.
Sweet. I'm gonna go over to Jonas,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
at level 2,
Okay.
which I think is 2d8.
It's gonna be, and stop me if you've heard this before, a level 3 spell.
Yo.
Whoa.
So good for Jonas.
It is very good.
Wait, that's wrong.
What's the D6s?
I have one more, but how do I move that?
That's what you know. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna grab my 8s.
Also, the fact you're wearing a favorite t-shirt makes me happy.
5, 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 4 is 19.
19. Shoot, girl.
Plus you get to attack.
I get to attack. too?
Yeah.
He's not next to me though.
I forget. Does that use his reaction to attack?
It uses your react.
Does it have to be a weapon or can it be a spell?
Yeah.
Why don't you make me think?
It has to be the person that casts.
To cast a spell on.
Yeah.
Why don't you just heal me instead?
I just told the Jonas it hurts. Reaction to make one weapon.
Weapon attack. I can't really throw my sword, otherwise I would.
You could totally.
Well, then I'm out to magical weapon or magic against weapon. That one's not as magical. So just has an arcane in it.
Can I pass him a javelin from my bag?
No.
I have a dagger. I'll throw a dagger. Why?
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm throwing the dagger, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But it's a 10.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're just like, nice, healing. Clink.
I feel invigorated. I'm not 100%.
Well, sometimes you win some, you lose some.
Awesome. Let me just figure out what I just kept. Cure Wounds is an evocation spell.
True.
Yeah. Resistance is an aberration.
Which is stupid, by the way. Evocation for healing. Come on now. It's a necromancy spell. My second edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons team knows this.
Is Channel Divinity a bonus action or action?
You tell me.
Life cannot be created or destroyed. It is only
It
transferred.
depends on the thing, but it'll say.
It's an action. Yeah, that's it. I had so many more things to do, but then you were like, I need to be healed. And I like to heal people.
Yes.
So many emotions
Alright.
right there.
What's going on?
This is gonna run and gun.
Exactly like that.
Is anybody flanking? Well, not flanking. Is anybody within 5 feet of it? No.
Me. You and she.
Yes.
You only get one.
That's probably not great grammar, but whatever.
No, it's not.
It is now.
12.
Ishiwi Wumbo.
19.
That's probably.
And last shot. Shit 10. Alright.
Shit 10.
Shit down.
Shit 10.
You said shit down.
Alright. I know it means the 19 hits.
That's all good.
So she's like,
Oh, God, no, shit.
nice.
There's
Damn
a
it.
musical called Urinetown.
I mean, the idea of it not doing a ting sound when you hit it either way is kind of silly. Like, you hear ting, it's more like a ting or like someone you smash blast as opposed to ricocheting off of it. That little hair.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can brush it down if you want.
15 piercing damage.
I usually twist it like back in his hair. Not that it looks bad.
It doesn't look bad. I was just letting you know.
Flip
That,
it
yeah.
and like your swab.
I almost did it.
It looks fine.
So then he flipped his hair to keep
It is all me. That's all. I take full responsibility.
It is really going back up. That's wild.
You have
Anyway.
so much product in there too.
He needs all the wax.
Okay, well,
Push it farther.
he's doing it on purpose. Just let him live.
You know this,
Let's
and it looks
look at the
really
full
different.
look.
Oh,
Whisper, you're up whenever you're done.
I'm gonna stab it. What else?
Oh.
Also positive.
Think
No,
of it,
we
man.
can. You're ready?
There you go. Do it.
Is it better?
Stabby, stabby.
Define better.
Much.
Is it what you were going for? Probably.
Go.
Oh man, those are bad.
I got this. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
I've got a 9 and a 17.
Nope.
It's fine.
So 18. 18's easy.
Hey. No metagaming. I don't know how you metagame that, really.
That's it. Oh, now I'm giant.
Oh, well.
You're make me big!
You say that, but I'm
It's
looking
just for me.
I'm looking at the screen. My hair's so dark.
It's just for me. I just.
Until I gave you the Superman curl and that was in your face.
Yeah.
All right. So you Mig.
Am big.
Your head kind of like on the ceiling.
Fine.
Okay.
Is it really that?
How big are you when you're big?
10.
Oh, she real big.
Hold on.
Real big.
If I'm already. And then it's 12 feet tall.
Real big, real hard.
Yeah. The ceilings to this room is not 12 feet. It's like 10.
It's fine.
So you're kind of like this. What's that?
It's just like somebody's home.
In this particular room.
There's room of the tower.
Most people don't have ceilings that are like 20 feet tall.
Yeah, that's fair.
we all look around. Yeah.
Non-volted is typically 10.
8 to 10.
Yeah. It's standard.
I don't really know. I'm an architect.
Okay, I had the exact same reaction when I watched a different show, and they were like, "Yeah, and each floor was 30 feet high," and I was like,
Have you looked at dwarven architecture?
It's a lot of wasted space.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do with all that vertical space?
"Fill it with sea demons."
Fine.
Or,
Balrogs. A lot of
I was gonna
Balrogs.
say,
Yeah.
it's good.
I was gonna say organs.
No one is underground.
Magorgons.
Yeah.
Yasadi is unfortunately still having trouble succeeding.
Oh
her
god,
recipe.
I forgot about Yasadi. That's fine.
It's true.
Jonas, you're up.
Alright, so I have that trident sticking in it, right? So here's my thought. Using that, my sword that has a focus, I'm gonna shoot a witch bolt into it, centering on the trident, so it's just shocking it, essentially.
Okay, cool. I like it.
I've been doing this little conductor combo thing with it, so.
Water lightning.
11 plus. Only plus 6. Double check. Only plus 6, so 17.
Oof.
Yeah. That was the first bit.
Like the spell goes off and it goes off without a hitch, but the golem just kind of like folds in on itself weird, and like you see the piece that the trident is stuck in,
Mm-hmm.
like flips, and like the trident flips around just impossibly.
Okay.
It's like it was a good shot, but it was like there was no way you were going to hit it.
Okay.
Based on that roll. And
Fair.
yeah.
Fair. As far as bonus action, I'm gonna take a bonus action to take that greater health I have, the greater
Health potion? Okay.
Yeah, which is 44 plus 4.
4 to 4 plus 4.
3, 6 plus 2. Okay, 36.
9.
3, 6, 2 is 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 4 is 16.
To the window.
To the wall!
So 16 health.
Okay.
I'm looking way, way, way better. And butcher.
Okay. This is the thingamajigger. And this time it's going to send its hook to the person that is still stunned.
Nar!
Alright, so you see the similar looking like a shard of glass comes out, and like as you see it come out, it's like transforming into like this barbed hook that kind of just grabs onto her armor and starts pulling her towards the window.
No.
She moves 15 feet towards the window. She is currently 15 feet away from it. Wow, I rolled it and it went into the like sides. It went into like the side area. That was wild. 2 hit, Des, 13.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Moving on, Audi, your turn.
Yeah.
Glass dagger's gonna.
I cast command at it and say, release.
You cast command.
And it has to succeed on a wisdom thing.
Well, the cast goes off, and the wisdom saving throw is a 11.
Yay, it fails.
Okay. It's
I wanted to release her.
I understand, and it does so. You see, like the little hook kind of just go boop, pop out and fall to the ground before like it kind of rattles a bit and is brought back into like the vortex of glass shards.
Yeah. And so I cast that one as a bonus action because I'm a super special player. And it's an enchantment. And then as an action, I kind of set myself up with virtue and give myself some good ones.
How is that? How did that spell go, by the way?
I wonder if it actually has verbal components too. Well, you're so good at your job.
All right. Top of the order. Yes,
3
you're up.
shots, make one of them count. Come on now. 24.
That it?
15. $24. Nice. I like them odds better.
It's an arrow. I was like, was that like a tiger?
Yeah, it sounded like a cat.
Alright, so first damage is gonna be 10.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's gonna be 13, sorry.
Okay.
13. Or, that's back. It's gonna be 9. Couple good shots. And she like kind of does like a little like, she's kind of like running behind it and like shooting it multiple times. It just kind of does like a cool little slide.
That's cool. It's like, alright, so you've moved around away from the from Whisper. She was with you, so you guys are now separated.
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Then it is Whisper's turn.
Stabby. Stabby. Getting real lumpy up in here. Not real pleased. No, you always roll 2s.
Mary is having a long talk with
Do you
her
want
dice.
different dice?
You want to do something?
I'm gonna calibrate this die.
Oh well, it can't be worse.
Oh my god, it's always calibrated.
It can't be worse.
It's a little pressure. Oh my god, I rolled a natural 20.
It's like,
So that's an 18 and a natural 20.
Those are both it.
That's a lot of pressure.
Oh my god. Okay. So for the 18, that's 13 piercing.
nice.
And then for the natural 20, I'm gonna add my giant woman damage.
So that's the maximum amount of damage you can do without your modifier.
Without my modifier.
And you roll it again, and you add your modifier.
Okay. So that's 14 maximum. 5 plus 6, 11, 20. No, 35? Wait, I can't do
25.
Is it 25?
14 plus 11. Yeah, 25.
Sorry, I'm good at math on paper. Exclusively.
Did you add your modifier to that too?
Yeah, plus 6.
I've got a -2 to intelligence.
Okay, so it's 25 damage.
Oh, no. Mary has a very high intelligence. She just can't do math in her head.
Okay. So like Whisper comes forward and just through frustration just kind of really grips onto that rapier and like stabs through like 4 of the panes of glass and they like shatter.
You gotta hit that button 4 times.
No. By will.
It's like,
Do this ring.
it's like,
Yeah.
is it weird that that's satisfying?
It does. It's good feeling when you really hit that thing and it just
I
bursts.
don't know,
into bunches.
hurting things is not my favourite.
It's glass.
But it's
think.
still like got an essence. Like a soul.
Yeah, I really feel for it.
Sorry. All right, Yasadi, come
Or
on.
you do-
Come on, girl.
Do you do the wind up or you do the one type claw?
That's a natural 20. That'll do it.
I
Yeah.
have to waste my blood.
So she finally shakes it off and she kind of like holds her shoulder.
You earned it.
Thank you.
That is bless his sure.
I'm casting it.
Shot us your
Just making sure because you cast on me before.
So you-
but it's
you said
eliminated
shoulder,
by
though?
the bane.
But also that's
Like the hook went into her shoulder. She's like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And then she sees what's happening. She's like, "Oh shit!"
You saw he's back in their fight. The new chapter has arrived.
The babe.
The big buff dragonborn.
Now we got 2 silvers.
Yeah.
I am up. Alright, so I am gonna learn my lesson.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna do magic missile at a 2nd level.
Okay.
Which is 4 bolts.
That is cocked.
we don't find a lot of things to fight.
Famous last word.
Add 2 levels to that spell.
I will do so
Oh my
graciously.
god. It's kinda awesome.
Well, I wish I rolled fucking better. I rolled 3 once just to be clear.
That's you know.
3, 5, 7, 9, plus 1 each. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 4, 7.
What if we rerolled ones all of the time?
What if no?
That hurt. That hurt my soul. But
Little bolts come
thank
out. All the little bolts come out, and it's like it's kind of manifesting, and then they all go.
Yeah, like this thing is just exploding into like this
Fireworks.
ridiculous like, fireworks of lights just going all across.
This is
room.
amazing.
and with the prisms, it's
Yeah.
reflecting
It
that
is
light
Yeah.
beautifully.
pretty.
This is a spectacle
Yeah.
to see.
Pretty gorgeous.
We need training against these things. It's gorgeous.
How is this stuff made? We need more of this stuff. This is really sick. Anyway, is that everything for you?
That was my action. As far as bonus action, I'm just not gonna do anything, so I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it just shot you, so it's going to try. Or you just shot it, so it's going to try and hook into you.
Okay.
That is going to be a 23.
That hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got it. You have to do it at the same time. Nice. Okay,
I'll
there
take
you
that
go.
one. I'll take that one.
There we go.
I was trying so
It
hard.
was hurting me so much listening.
It was very purposeful.
My inner percussion was just like, oh, it's a bass flip. It's a bass flip.
That's really not a good idea.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, what tempo is this man using? Oh god! I'm sure
Oh, that
you
explains
all
it. I was
love
going on yours.
laughing.
We were reading each other.
You're the percussionist. Of course, I'm looking at you.
I just like to sow chaos. So I clap.
I'm a
off.
brass instrument player. I've never set the tempo in my life.
That's heavy bottom energy.
Sorry, it's great.
And
Just saying words that are true.
We all know
Don't be
John
like that.
stops. He was stabbing
Okay,
from
like-
behind
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah? You drinking that?
yes, in
Make a
fact.
constitution save down. It's fine.
You drink a little bit.
And it just ejects itself from the table.
I was like, I don't want to be part of this.
Not much to say, folks.
So
We
we're
have fun.
fighting a goblin.
I like your dice joke.
Thanks. It's in jail.
Your dice shows you that whole freaking tray at this point, it sounds like.
Ooh!
Dang.
Oh, you're just gonna take that?
It should be.
You better-
He's right.
Okay, I'm gonna say you better get the final kill.
She already got one.
That's true, you did.
She killed the golem.
Yes, I did. I had a miracle natural.
Oh wait, no, that was
Like
last
one
session, 3 weeks
kill.
ago.
You should mark.
But if I do it this way, you can't really see it on screen.
That's why I wear the same shirt. I did the library. Anyway.
Let's call it a washing machine.
Movie magic.
Quick, green screen my shirt.
That's what it is if one of us wears these shirts, like, for an episode that gets aired ahead of this one. Anyway.
John's face. Just John, just
Like, what if you
Yeah.
accidentally wear this for a Roy episode?
I feel like the Ben Affleck when he heard that Justice League bombed.
Oh, that one where he's like,
Like, he's just like taking in everything. Oh, that was taking in the groceries. That's just an average day, man.
that was
Until you met J-Lo.
no, it's just the one where he's on his balcony,
Got back with you?
clearly not aware that there's paparazzi. Just
Oh, the cigarette one. Yeah, that's
that's on my. That's
That's a really good one.
my favorite. Not to get too straight, my favorite meme so far has been Hugh Jackman when he realizes he has to carry the MCU again. It was Hugh Jackman's face on Ben Affleck.
Oh Jesus.
That's pretty good.
Alright, anyways, D&D.
Anyway, you get pulled 15 feet towards the window.
Oh, that's not fun. Do I take damage alongside it too, or
You do.
you could say no.
I could say no, but you do take 4 damage. 4 piercing damage. I could say no. And yeah, and what of it?
Okay, still doing good. Healing helped.
I mean, didn't you just heal like 40
A
health?
lot. Yeah, I'm at 39 now. I went from 8 to 40s down to 39. Yeah.
So you can take a few hits.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Alright. Other attempt at hitting is going to go against Whisper, who's also kind of doing some damage now. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
No, because I used my reaction to use my defensive duelist to swing and make it miss. Because I had 3 to my AC.
Pretty good. Alright, cool. So it's is able to pull Jonas a bit towards the window, but it kind of flings a couple of its shards at you, and you're able to just kind of like cling, cling, cling.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Alright, which means Audie's up next.
So, does it look like it's the thing that's hooked in the Jonas and like it's holding it? Is it something it's holding? Or is it like this?
It's literally like the whole structure of it is just like kind of loose fitting, like they're not connected to each other.
Would you then say it's holding Jonas?
Give me the mechanic you're trying to do.
You can cause the creature to drop with their hold.
No.
Okay. Then
Good try.
I'll cast command. And I'll tell it to release.
This time it rolled an 18.
That's
Every time
okay.
I think of command, I think of
Um,
Italian from Shadow of War. Is it top? Is that his name?
Italian.
Yeah.
You are mine to command.
You are mine.
You serve the bright lord.
So, because command is an enchantment, I can cast it as a bonus action, and then I'll go over and try to like unhook the drums.
Okay. Make a strength check.
That.
So,
And nice.
Oh, this is one of the
Good.
Shadow.
Wait. It's
that what
only
that's
a
trying to
9
be?
because you said strength saving instead of athletics, right?
yeah, strength check.
That's only a 9.
Yeah, it's in there good.
Well,
Yes.
then I just brace myself against it so that it can't be dragged, maybe.
Okay. Alright. Well, we'll see how that goes. Des, you're up.
Dez is going to shoot it.
What? My whole life is a lie. Everything I know is fake.
23.
Birds are real.
Do is
Facts are fake.
fucking blast. Oh, like
24.
25?
16.
Oh.
So I take it 2 of them hit, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 2 of them hit.
Do I still get sneak?
I mean, I'm engaged with it, so I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you still okay. Nine, 11, and then 14. First jab, like, got like nice, good 14 damage right there, and then I'll take one of these dice out because I'm not gonna sneak again. I'm just doing the regular old 13 damage. Just like, God, this is so satisfying.
I'm having a great time right
I'm
now.
just having a good time. Y'all good? Oh shit!
there's a lot of people who go to the room who just break shit.
Oh shit! It's gonna kind
I came out to attack, and honestly, I'm having a great time right now.
just honestly, just really decompressing here.
For real.
Looked at a lot of windows today.
One specifically, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Whisper, you're up.
Well, I'm. I'm gonna activate my frost room. I'm gonna go this, and then I'm gonna fucking grapple this motherfucker to the ground.
Okay. You can try.
I'm down for that.
Alright, so make an athletics check.
Athletics. $17.
It also rolled a 17.
Mm.
What's your strength?
My strength?
Yeah.
17.
It has 18 strength.
Oh.
Damn close.
So I'm gonna give the edge to it.
Yeah, it's fair.
So you guys wrestle to a standstill. Like nothing really. It doesn't get like an edge on you or anything like that. It just pushes you off. As like it was like you were trying to like grab like a bunch of it, and it was just like just rapid fire pushing you backwards. Not enough to do any damage, but enough to just shove you away.
Well, that's it. That's all I can do.
All right.
Well, shit.
I knew when I rolled that I wasn't gonna do it.
All right. Yasadi's turn. Who's going to kind of like come over the top of you? Oh yeah, they can't go over the top of you because you're a giant person. They're gonna come underneath your legs and try and smash it.
Yeah.
Like she comes through and she's trying to like come up and through it, and like this giant maze, this giant wall comes through, and then you just see all of the panes of glass go. Whoop. Stop doing that! It's like the third time that's happened to her, where the monster is just like split down the middle and just her maw goes through it.
Stay in one spot so I can hit you.
Brutal.
Anyway, that's gonna be that, and then she'll try one more time. That's not gonna work either, unfortunately. So she's just like whacking at it, and like the thing you just see go like dodging her, and she's like, and then it's
magic missile, second level again.
it's gonna be a first level spell.
Huh?
You're gonna lose a spell level on
Okay,
that
but
one.
I still cast that as
You
second.
still cast it. It's
Okay.
those three. You just can't quite you were trying to channel that power and it just trickles in instead of that usual torrent you're used to.
That's a lot better roll though. 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 10 plus 3 is 13.
13, not bad. And you are hooked by that particular piece of metal, so you're going to make a strength saving throw.
With advantage
No.
for being
No.
graced.
14.
He's not quite gonna make it.
Okay.
So you're pulled another 15 feet. You are right on the edge of that.
Of the glass?
You're kind of like holding yourself from being pulled out of the window.
Okay.
Did you pull me with it? Because I was holding him in place.
You are there as well.
Oh, is that you're trying to say advantage for it because you're holding it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant brace because like holding or something.
No, I was holding against you so that you wouldn't be
Okay.
pulled.
Bonus action.
You'll get advantage for that when you're trying to get pulled out the window. I'm not going to give it to you for the dragging, so I'll just drag you with it.
I'll just do my bonus action. Harness channel power, divine power. So essentially, I touch as I'm being pushed back, I just touch the holy symbol, and it gives me a second whole spell slot back.
Okay.
So I'll get that while I just use it. Now that's my turn.
Next up is the creature, so it will attempt to hook itself onto Des. Does an 11 hit? That doesn't work.
Like comes in, like claws like 5 feet away from her, and she's like, "You're getting bad at this."
I knew that was going to happen immediately when you said that, because that's a natural 20.
Brutal. There's no other enemies.
Alright, so that's going to be... I'm going to actually roll because that's a lot of damage. Just automatically give you.
Let's play. I hate that you've made my clever and useless.
Sorry. That is going to be 36 damage.
Mm-hmm.
As like you say, you're getting bad at this, and a shard of glass just right on your throat.
Oh,
Yeah.
The fuck?
Okay. That's the end of the... I've named this thing Angel because I thought it was cute, but...
It's not cute anymore.
Yeah.
It's just...
No, it's cute. It's a stained glass window. It's cute.
Angel of Death.
Yeah, true. Adi, you're up.
Monitor the kingdom
You
of
are,
death.
you are currently holding Jonas from being pulled out the window.
Angel of death.
I'm going to use my bonus action to reach out and cast Healing Word as a level 3 spell
Okay.
at Dez, because Groom's just really, really, really awesome. like super duper awesome this time.
Add 2 levels to that. But also, and I wanted to say this because you seem disappointed by me not giving him advantage. The reason why if you weren't holding him back, you would have had to make a dexterity saving throw or be thrown out the window. But you didn't have to do that because you were holding him back.
Why would I roll so terrible?
It's a 1 and a 4, a 5, and 7. Wait, 8.
10,
Hello?
13. You said add 2 levels?
Yes, add 2 levels to the,
So
to the spell
13.
level.
plus 4, so 17.
Sweet. Well, half of what you just did. Roughly.
Okay, I can only do so much while also holding you.
No, that's good. There wasn't a complaint.
And I try to yank the hook out with my action.
Okay. Go ahead and make another strength check.
Check or saving throw. I think they're the same.
It's just a check. It's not a saving throw. Something's happening to you. It's an action that you're taking.
Oh God!
How
Why
much
would
dice was that?
I roll a 2?
It's a 5.
It's really in there, and you can feel it like tugging itself down as it's trying to throw you off of the balcony. That's all of Addie's turn.
Yeah.
Top of the order.
I mean, unless I can like walk you back. That's weird.
Wait, actually, question. So you just healed me.
Yeah.
I
You
get
can
voice
attack.
of authority?
Oh, for sure.
Alright, so the thing that's like gripping into Jonas and like yanking towards the window, is that like a long kind of like
It's like a disembodied like hook, like if somebody threw a fishing hook at you and it just like digs into your skin and then
Right. And the hook's just carrying me by itself.
Magic.
And from the angle I'm looking at Jonas.
Yeah, you've kind of like also gone around. So like you're kind of looking at this thing, and Jonas and Audio to your right by the window, and Whispers to your left, with Yasadi kind of like between your legs.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to, when it's my turn, to swipe at the hook? Like, could I attack it to break it?
It's kind of like embedded into your skin. So like you could like grab it, but like attacking it, it's
Would break
it's
it,
like
like-
it's like a little thing. It's like an inch or two out of your skin.
Okay.
You said 36 points of damage, right?
I did say that.
So half that is my Constitution saving throw for my spell, maintaining
Yes.
spell. Okay, so I passed that. Fair. I got a 20.
Well, that'll do
That
it.
dirty 20.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright, so I still have Hunter's Mark on him.
It's impressive that you're able to keep your concentration while it slices your.
I know.
He's a sheriff.
Yeah, that's
He gets
impressive.
Like, I've worse
sliced
piece of
every
shit.
week. Did you use your voice of authority attack though?
No, I haven't, because I'm trying to debate on whether or not it's a smart idea to shoot a force bolt at this disembodied claw.
Oh, you're trying to shoot at the claw itself?
Yeah, I was hoping it was like some kind of thing that was.
There would
like-
be literally zero way you would hit the claw and not him.
Yeah, that's what Des is thinking too. So she's gonna be like, oh,
I have a one-liner for
she's
you.
gonna.
I have a
Let's
one-liner
just
for you.
chop off Jonas.
So,
It's not in his arm; it's in his shoulder.
so
Just chop off right here. People have survived that, right?
With your words, they do.
sorry. I think I'm funny. You are. Des goes, "You're getting worse at this." Gets crit, cut in the neck, stumbles, doesn't break concentration. Goes, "Your words cut deep."
Your words cut deep. Keep within his sword.
Shoot that bolt.
The second he said, "You're getting worse," I'm like, "I'm gonna roll a natural 20 now," and lo and behold,
She's like, your words cut deep, and then like kind of like shoots, and then it just ting, and she's like, fucker.
I don't really condone murder, but in this case, I think you gotta kill the bugger.
Is it
Noted.
No.
I got it. Let me get that written down real quick.
let me write that down.
Don't you write it down?
Hey, that's my nail thing that I said.
They're robbing you of your intellectual property. Are you gonna take that?
I love it. Please
No.
continue.
I'm
Continue the homage.
I've been still trying to like figure out like the bit that like they do like Rick and Morty was like, who do I make the check out to? That's one of my fucking favorites. Okay, anyways, that is my reaction. So now is the top of the round, my turn. I still get the reaction this turn because that was my past turn. Okay.
Action economy.
Action economy. Alright, I'm gonna shoot this stupid thing 3 times. 22.
Nice.
Natural 1, fuck.
Reroll the natural one, see what happens.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
What?
Natural 1.
2 natural ones in a row?
Yeah. Fun. Punish me to hell.
You no longer have another.
Oh my god, what do I do with you? Okay. Well, needless to say, that crossbow is broken. It doesn't explode as spectacular as I had to do last time, but it is broken and must be repaired.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay, John, relax.
Alright. So that one doesn't hit. I'll shoot with the first crossbow again for my last attack.
I think I'm gonna make you take a check here.
Okay.
Make a concentration check. Like a constitution save there, I guess.
15?
Alright, you're fine, you can attack.
Okay.
You're not so distracted by the loss.
I was gonna say, like, you might be like, oh shit, and like forget to attack again, but you're fine.
Alright, 23. So 2 of them hit.
Count me off. I'll clap with you.
It's funnier now that I know that it hurts him. I mean, I'm sorry.
7. Alright. So that'll be 12 for the first hit. And 11 for the next hit.
That's very good.
So she's gonna be like, you know, she was deducing in her head, like, should I attack the thing, the claw? She's like, I can't, like, hit Jonas there. And she's like, fuck her, I'm gonna just shoot this thing again. Shoots again. She's like, typical. Shoots the last shot. And then, you know,
Alright. This thing is just shattered in so many different directions now. It's losing a bit of its composition. It's like there's a lot of lights and such, and it looks really interesting, but it is kind of like folding in on itself, losing its usual humanoid form that it had. So it's looking pretty rough. So y'all know. Whisper.
Stabby, stabby. Grouchy, grouchy.
Stabbing mix. You just got a crit. What are you grouchy for?
I got to clear out somebody else's dice. My dice are still cuckolding me.
So you somebody else's
Look,
dice.
your dice just understand you. I'm being mean to everybody right now, apparently. I don't know.
I like big sparkle. Stab. Or.
oh,
Mine didn't do that.
No.
Apparently,
That's a
you
9.
use John's dice.
I'm gonna put that back.
maybe the problem
the
is
same one.
If it gets another natural 20, then that's gonna be fucking
I'll
wild.
lose my fucking mind. No, it's a 17
Like 17 altogether?
altogether.
Damn.
Just missed.
That's how it's funny, goddammit. Okay. That's it.
I'm sorry.
I've rolled more 2s than I have in my entire life.
Yeah,
Sorry, you've been cut.
That's better than ones.
it is
I
better
did
than
roll
ones.
ones.
It's better than double ones.
I did not roll a
No one
double.
rolls double ones.
Shut up. I was like, don't roll double ones. The pain, the agony.
The agony.
Yasadi!
We come up and smash through two of the panes of glass. She does quite a bit of damage there. So.
Boys. That's what we like to hear. Keep going.
Alright, that's good.
This one's called D&D Battle.
Jonas, you are up.
Alright, so
You are perilously over the edge of a window.
Jonas. I can't move by chance because I'm being pulled.
You can attempt to move, but it's
Excellent.
going to be if you lose the move, you're going to be pulled out.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is I want to use my action to do it, but would I be able to just try to move or no?
You mean like just use your move action to move? Or you mean like use your action to move?
Just move.
You are held
Okay.
in place by it.
Okay.
So if you want to use your action to like pull yourself out,
How high up is the window? The opening?
you are about 25 feet.
No, I mean, sorry, how high is the opening of the window?
Oh, the window itself is probably about 10 feet tall. So it's a big window.
Good enough. Okay.
So I get stuck.
I am going to use my bonus action Tempestuous Magic, where before I cast a spell, I float up 10 feet.
Okay.
So I float up 10 feet. And I'm going
That's going to cause you to make an athletics check.
for magic for that? Or?
It's
Okay.
a contesting magic. Like it's magic versus magic. Oh, magic
Arcana.
versus magic. Arcana checks.
Okay.
Let's do it, boys.
Fuck.
I love magic versus magic. Boom. Alright. Cool. It's an inherent thing, so there's gonna be no bonuses, so it rolls a 14.
15.
Ooh, okay, so like,
7.
alright, so you are able to float 10 feet into the air.
Okay, does that kind of break the hold of it at all? Or
It's still in you,
okay.
but you are now floating.
It's still
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
So you get pulled out into the open air, you're just kind of in the air then, because you're floating.
Alright, so
You've negated the risk, essentially.
yeah. So 10 feet up, that was the bonus action. Now the action is to cast that magic missile again, 2nd level.
Goes off.
It's fine. I like to hear that. I said 2nd level. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 4 is 14 damage force.
I didn't want to do it.
Fuck yeah. So as I'm floating, so you see him like, he just gusts of wind, hair floats up kind of like hair now, and he starts to flow up, and then he just takes the sword and just points it, like slices down in an arc, and it just shoots these 4 blue blasts that go in, and they go in through the hilt of the trident, travel up the prongs, and just start to burst within inside the chest cavity of the.
Very nice. It does have a chest cavity, so
Wherever
but
that-
yeah, I
yeah.
see what I understand what you're saying. But yeah, you see all of the larger heart of the golem kind of explode and shatter, and then all of the animated glass art just kind of stop for a second, shudder, and fall to the ground. And you can feel it stops pulling on you.
Okay. I'll start to float back down.
Okay. You've solved my glass puzzle.
That was a rough fight.
Dude.
Yeah, I got a couple good. I got some crits in, some good stuff.
It was more of the, for me, it was the string of events leading up to that, like not having a full rest.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good use of that. Okay, so I float down and make sure everybody's okay. Looking at make sure everybody seems health-wise.
Yeah, I'm groovy. I'm just pride hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I made a lot of stabbing motions and a whole lot of none of them went in except one really good one.
Be that way sometimes.
When I hit, I fucking hit.
What's our time frame?
2 or 3 right now. 2 minutes. 2 hours, 3 minutes.
Can I do some nice simple health checks on Janice to like kind of surgery out that
Absolutely.
thingamabobber?
He's like, if you want to, make a medicine check because
I
I
love a thingamabobber.
because I want you to.
Do this, cause I said so.
18.
You can do it. Yeah, you're able to just kind of.
Surgery it out.
Yeah, you're kind of able to
wound.
pull it out so that it doesn't cause further damage.
Stitch it up. Kind of pack it with some Neosporin. Fantasy Neosporin.
Ah, she invented this.
Thank you, Aji. You are an amazing healer.
It's kind of like a fungus that I put on there, similar like it picks up penicillin and stuff.
It is perfect. Thank you. Des, how are you doing? You took a big hit.
Well, my fucking mouth got the better of me, apparently.
Addie, can you look at the throat? Make sure the neck's okay.
No, it's.
You sure?
She said she did something.
Rouge is really good at healing stuff, so you know.
Yasadi will walk over to you and kind of like channel a spell and lay her hand on your neck and just kind of be like, whisper a silent prayer.
I just like Rouge.
Whisper, how are you doing?
She kind of like looks at it and she kind of like you see her hand, her face kind of like, and like nothing happens.
It's because Rouge is so much better than all the other gods.
I'm grabbing my trident and the dagger.
Thank you for
earlier. Appreciate it. He grabs that dagger back.
She doesn't answer him. She's frustrated.
I just like put my giant foot in the glass and I like twist it, hear it crunch.
Now you got a bunch of glass in your foot.
It's in my boot.
Oh, you have a boot?
Oh wait, I never
Surprised.
gave Janice.
I thought you just would have a foot. I thought you would just get rid of the boots, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I got shoes on. What the fuck?
You got a dragon hide. You got big old tough scales. Why do you need boots for?
Because they look cute in them.
That's fine. See,
One
that's
under
fine.
my natural before you're modified. I'm like, really good.
Just because Yasadi's spell didn't go off very well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
No, that could fucking suck.
Wait, what did happen last time we did it? Let me think about it.
I haven't cast that one yet. It's a 3rd level spell.
You're fine.
Yes. Which means all of us get hit points, including Yasadi, because she needs to feel the power of Groomsh and all of his 6 hit points.
Yeah.
I'll take 6 hit points.
I'm literally maxed out.
I wouldn't say I'm maxed out, but I'm sitting pretty high.
Feeling good.
I'm gonna go up to her and, tap her on the shoulder and be like, yeah, Groomsh is really good, Comes when I call. Protects
Is he
you.
a cat?
Maybe your cats arrive when you call for them.
My cats always, whenever I come home, run up to me and say hello. And it's very cute. I
One
love
of them
my
doesn't
cats.
exist for theirs, so.
It's true.
What's that?
They have a cat I haven't seen. It doesn't exist. It's true.
You have seen her.
Have
Bullshit.
You have seen her.
We'll continue this off stream.
They're like, Sasha is like a bat. Non-existent.
But yeah, how does Groomsh's, invigoration feel,
How does Grims's feel?
She doesn't answer me.
What? Solid pretty strong content.
He's really, really good,
This was your idea. Don't shake your head at me.
We're advertising Kirkland.
It's Costco.
We're not even sponsored, will be.
I'm with Nate on this one.
Do you know how many veggie
We're not
trays?
even
Do
sponsored.
you know how many veggie trays and cookies?
We have a veggie tray out there from Costco every week.
Veggie tray is
Eat your vegetables.
It's delicious.
eggs.
Thank you,
That
Costco.
point set it out there. Costco.
This one's sponsored to you by Produce. Eat it.
If you don't eat your
You
greens,
like that charcuterie? Costco.
if you don't eat your greens, you get pointed ears.
Oh shit,
That's what,
that
that's what Santa Claus does.
All the produce is
Santa
sponsored.
Claus too.
Is that
Oh,
happy year?
Bro, I wish.
I actually really like my greens.
Yeah.
This one's just, something else.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Gay.
Gay.
Gay? I'm in.
Sounds gay. I'm in.
Yeah.
It's a great.
I want to search the glass golem.
That's so good at that.
Angel, what you got, baby?
What'd you get?
21.
Nice. It's main class.
I also crushed it into dust.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's no, like, oh, this is a big glass machination, and then, like, and it was a note that said, like, to anyone who's reading this, I've turned into a glass golem. For the love of God, don't do the same. Shit.
You do. You find a little note that says L plus ratio plus my ass is fat plus get wrecked plus cry more.
Plus,
Go.
sorry, Toru boy.
Not a mathematician.
This is beyond me.
This is beyond science.
Yes, this is a ancient primordial insult of go fuck yourself.
Oh, I should have known that. That in grade school.
Best way to insult someone.
I think it's one of those things where the first one to read it is the one that gets it.
Because like the best part is
My froster is still active.
Didn't finish that sentence.
You want to?
Well, one of these is
Kills
busted,
them.
so you know what? It's like one arm tied behind my back, sort of, so. It's kind of.
No, we're fist fighting, honey.
fist fucking. Oh wait.
Whoa,
No.
that is a different story then.
Whoa.
Not here, anyway.
So,
I'm not cleaning that up.
are there rooms? Are there more rooms to explore in this area? Any items, furniture?
Well, that's funny you say that. In Jonas's voice to me, the DM.
Shit. Where does John begin and Jonas end?
We just don't know. However,
Yes.
The speed.
You all are trying it. Hello.
you see the blue triangle that was erected on the door kind of fade.
Ooh, Delta.
Yeah. That's what happens.
This.
I open the door.
You also did.
The door opens.
Yes.
Yeah.
We really did solve the puzzle.
This is-
Whole spell slot left.
This particular room is a small, kind of another crescent room. This is where the stairwell is to the next floor. But through the left-hand side of the room, there is another hallway that goes to a small door on the end of, at the end of the hallway. So you have a hallway. This is a darker room as well. This is like not. It doesn't have the brilliant lighting of the, stained glass panes. It just has a small window that kind of lets in a small amount of light, and then some candles that are lit along the sconces. Yeah, it's much less fancy than the downstairs.
We're opening the door, yeah?
Sounds good to me.
Open the door.
You open the door, and it seems to be just like a small closet where you can see several of the crystal utensils that were in the kitchen in the other room. It's kind of like a storage little area.
Anything worse?
I think you should make an investigation check.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I assist you in doing it? Since you're way better at it.
Don't metagame.
Okay.
Those are just looking for.
No, it's fine.
So we're both looking? Or you
Both
want
of you look, please.
Okay. No problem. Big problem. 10.
12.
I mean, you find some very nice crystal utensils if you would want to take any of
I'll
those.
take them.
You got a set of crystal cutlery?
I'm sure some.
Maybe a ladle or something?
Why not? Well, better not use them.
I'll just try to get like a normal set of stuff.
I mean, you did specifically see them using it, but yeah, sure.
Is there a jar of some sort?
There are several jars of various ingredients and such.
Like salt and vinegar? Can I have a jar of
Even
salt
for
and a
you.
jar of vinegar and an empty jar?
There's no empty jars, but you can
Jar of
take
salt and a
you can
jar?
take a jar and then empty it out if you like.
What type of ingredients are there?
Just cooking ingredients. There's some dried spices, some peppercorns, salt.
So salt, vinegar, some turmeric maybe?
Good for stomach.
Turmeric. No, I think that's a little too exotic.
A little bit of ginger?
Ginger, I'll take.
I'll take ginger.
Okay. Raiding this dude's freaking pantry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to decide how much medicine I know, which isn't very much.
What?
That's
I didn't
Stacey,
see
I
what
really
you
need you
said.
to say that one out loud.
What?
So of course you would say ginger's included. No gingers were harmed during this.
Gingers will harm you. You talk shit.
Only for next.
I was about to say no gingers were harmed. You're not ginger. At least I don't think so.
How big are these jars? Little like pint? Gallon?
It's all on that.
A
They're
gallon?
little. They're pint jars. Like little mason jars.
So this is just storage in the kitchen. I'm good.
It's literally a cupboard, and you can see it kind of like extends backwards, and there's a door that leads to where you would assume was the kitchen.
Okay. I'm good. Heading out.
Oh, I also take oil.
What's that face for, Mary?
This door was blocked?
What? That door was not locked.
Which one had the triangle on it? This one?
No.
Oh, which one had the triangle? Which one?
The
had
one before you went in, the one that had a triangle on it was the one that you got
We were
into the
locked
previous
into.
room.
We were locked into it.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
Is there also a pint of oil just for funsies?
No. Actually, no. Yeah, there's like olive oil.
Take a pint.
Oil. I immediately went to like cast like freaking motor oil. Like,
Oh, yeah.
no. There's like some
Or
vegetable
lamp
oil.
oil.
No lamp oil.
Not that wheel stuff.
Any lavender?
No.
Okay.
So that was the only other door on this floor, right? That we can see.
More stairs?
Yeah, third floor, you said.
Alright. Yeah.
You're fine this time.
Really?
Ominous.
Inside check the DM.
20,
Go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Man, it's hard to tell what that guy's thinking sometimes, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know if we should take the stairs, guys.
Okay. Should we perception check the stairs? I don't know.
I'm just walking.
Deception check.
Perception,
Honestly,
not
To be fair, Jean,
Oh.
the last time Jean walked upstairs, he just like, oh, this is really pretty. Oh, I'm at the top, so why should I care?
Yeah.
Up the stairs we go!
Alright. So the five of you walk up the stairs, and much like the previous floor, when you reach this floor, the entire thing looks much larger. Like the room that you walk into is larger than the rest of the rest of the previous floor. And this area looks like a laboratory. Like there is like beakers and such set up in ways that like you would have liquids go through it. I got the terminology eludes me at the moment.
I could assist probably, but it's not important.
But there's like you see several other blackboards that are set up with various levels of mathematics and diagrams. There's one where you see the cosmic wheel, like that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
It's a pretty common thing. You may not know like the individual
Every piece of it,
planes, but you know like that is what that is.
Yeah.
It's like someone looks at a globe. Like you may not know where every single country is, but you know that is the globe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do I know that that's the globe?
I mean, make what knowledge would this be?
God, I don't think it matters. Her roll of 3 and it's intelligence.
No,
That's
I guess
pretty
not.
cool.
I guess not.
That looks really cool.
So,
Oh, God,
would
that
you
is
say it
flattering.
looks kind of alchemist supply in here? Like,
There's alchemist supplies. You see a lot of those with the kind
Like
of
the beakers and all
like the
the-
alembics and all
Yeah.
kind of like for
Yeah.
distilling and that kind of thing.
Yep. Okay.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of electrical currents, like a lot of circuitry and a lot of crystals that are hooked up to that circuitry where power or magic or something is being like forced into it or extracted from it. It's hard to tell which one it is just because nothing is actually active at the moment.
Any crystals laying near the basins of these, or like
Basins.
Oh, like the areas where you would enter, you would put stuff in.
Yeah, there's crystals everywhere.
Okay.
Like unlike the like very clean stylings of the first 2 floors. This one is getting a little iffy. Like there are things knocked over, there are shattered glass. There's a lot of things where like it's not decrepit, but it's lacking some care.
I'm gonna take some of the crystal small ones and just put them in my backpack. Again, just never know when they might come in handy.
Okay, so you have a
like
bit.
that you're describing an organic or biochemistry lab, and we're about to face a wizard, and I'm like, oh, wizard poison.
Guys, what if we took a nap? Like, just 8 hours or so.
You want to sleep in the creepy tower?
You know, I'm not against it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually labs like this come with rats.
And?
So food. That's much better than bats.
Oh my god.
Yasadi and Whisper are both staring at you like you have grown 4 extra heads for saying this.
Rats are just friends you haven't met yet.
Rats are just plague-infested little monsters that will kill you just by existing.
That's a really cynical view of the world.
Mary
No,
knows
just rats.
Say to
I
the
understand.
narrator.
I understand. I am immune to disease.
Oh my god. You
Well, it must be nice.
That just sounds perfect.
I'm just really good at
Good for
this.
you.
Mr. freaking Golden Boy comes down from his cloud to be blessed by us who aren't freaking immune to diseases.
Oh,
Well,
you
thank
should
you.
be
We should always
Just be
thank
so
you,
lucky.
right?
Groom's just really good at healing.
That explains why the humans are always throwing up.
To be clear, Mary appreciates that rats are great pets and are very clean. Whisper does not.
Yeah, see,
Also,
rats
you-
are great pets and really clean. What are you talking
Also, to be
about?
fair, you weren't talking to the narrator. You were talking to Yasadi. Yasadi is the one speaking. I have nothing against rats. Other than that, they smell kind of bad.
They can, yeah. Rodent urine is
Pungent.
A smell I'd like to forget.
But like, as an animal, that they seem very pleasant. I have no thing against them.
They're really pleasant. I don't know why you have anything against them.
Anyway,
I'm gonna fucking die.
yeah, Yasadi is not going to sleep anywhere where there is a chance that a rat will interact with her in any way.
Oh yeah.
Same. Absolutely not gonna happen.
Listen, this is definitely something I don't appreciate either. I don't like no rats. Don't appreciate no rats. Rats bring disease. I hate rats.
Do I see
Rats
any
are
rats
houses.
around?
Make a perception check.
Oh honey.
I don't care what it was. It's a natural one. I find the rats. And I won't roll this dice ever again. Bouncy dice. Never mind.
And there it goes.
You know what's surprising? It bounced.
It did bounce immediately.
Oh wait, I found it. We're good.
Very good.
It actually rolled really well.
That's
Get it later.
Got my crystal stuff on
Oh man. No, you don't see any rats or proof of rats, but you are distracted by other things.
There's
Books.
no rats in
Books.
here at all.
There are several books kind of strewn about the tables where all things like you can see where he's written down notes, like other things, and like results of experiments,
Do
etc.
they look to be in Terran again, or do they look to be...
One of them is in Terran, and then the other ones are in common.
I hand the Terran one to Des.
Okay. She just starts like she's just kind of like looking for rats and like here it does. Okay.
You can read this. I cannot. Please.
And then she's just gonna kind of like read out the title and then like, flip through the pages and just kind of like read interesting spark notes
Okay.
or
The
paraphrase things.
The first big thing that you see is there's about, in the early parts of the book, there is a big circled word that's the equivalent of like inspiration or eureka or that kind of thing. And then underneath it, he writes that he was inspired to attempt a new form of drawing power from the plane of Earth. And it's been working flawlessly so far. All these things have been powered more than he could possibly imagine. He goes on to write how he's experimented on some golems. There's a local cat that he captures.
Oh no.
Pickles!
Not
Damn you,
pickles.
Shaw Tucker.
Yeah. Anyway, and then it goes on for a little bit, and it kind of describes various ways that he's implemented the new energy that he's found and how he can store it in golems and how he can kind of manipulate the energies more effectively than he was able to beforehand. And this is what, and like, to give him the frame of reference from when he started to the end where you saw in his notebook, it's right around the middle. It's right around where he was kind of he was writing in, not necessarily scrawls, but it was like someone who's tired, someone who doesn't have the energy to do what's required for a very neat and a proper script.
So it seems like this was before he started to lose it. I guess he's using the energy he's animating these things using the natural energies and stuff like that. And that seems about where he gets off with this.
There is another one.
Getting off?
There is another instance of notable information towards the back of the book where he starts talking and noting not so much about the experiments, but hearing whispers, hearing sounds in the night, things that can't be explained by golems, things that aren't there. And he seems concerned. Did he summon something? Did he lose control? Is something here? And like it kind of trails off, and then the rest of the book is blank.
I guess that's about where he leaves off. Has anybody been hearing any voices in their head since we've been here?
Voices for me.
No, just cute cats.
I felt, after going up the staircase, oddly transfixed.
Same. I don't know if I heard voices though.
I didn't hear any voices, but
Just like a tinkling, maybe like a wind chime almost.
yeah. Made everything really pretty though too.
You were very distracted.
Was I?
You were.
I wasn't aware of it. Or at least I
Well,
wasn't
that's
aware.
why you were distracted.
I wasn't aware that I was completely distracted. I thought this was just a moment.
There was a considerable amount of time that you were distant.
How long was I up?
During that fight, quite a long time.
So long, it's like your god didn't even care.
Watch yourself.
It was, there were moments where you could have acted and you stood still. Almost stunned in a way.
That's what I appreciate about you though.
I didn't feel stunned. It felt like something else.
In fact, even I felt stunned for a little bit.
Something here is
Really stunning, apparently.
the thing and I'm gonna make her make a message just to see what she says here. Okay. Something here is casting enchantments. Because that's what it felt like. I've been enchanted before. In the heat of battle, someone casts a spell, your mind goes somewhere else, you're distracted. It felt a lot like that. But I guess enchanting is one way to make a golem. There are other things here at work as well. Alchemy,
Lots of
energy, evocation.
They mentioned transmutation earlier in the shack, the building outside.
Yeah, this transmutation makes perfect sense when you're trying to infuse energy into something, or turn it into something else. What were they trying to make?
Golems.
So far, life,
Huh? Maybe.
right? I mean, a lot of these creatures are altered from before.
But why?
You said they're channeling the plane of Earth?
Yeah, that's what it says in these notes.
Channeling the plane of Earth.
Can I insight check based on the information that Des gave us?
What are you trying to insight?
What they want, why they wanted to bring life to the golem things.
I mean, you can make an insight check, but you do not have a lot of information at this point, so you can try. But the DC will be high.
Don't roll a dang 3. Just don't do it. Or, yeah, 5 is better than 3, I guess, so 9?
They follow instructions to the T.
So basically, for that, I'm just going to say you can tell me what your speculation is. I'm not going to say if it's right or not.
Oh, for sure. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, I really think they just want to play God, because, you know, so many people do. They just want to, like, bring life to people and then use them for their own machinations. I don't know what
Sure, that
means.
makes perfect sense.
I don't know, because
Machinations.
there's nothing in the lab notebook, and if I know anything about academics, it's that they write everything down all the time, just in case.
I'll take your word for it.
It's not even for themselves. It's for when other people, other academics, come in and try to look over their work. That's when they really need it to prove that they thought of things. I think this guy is telling the truth, and that he just wanted to, you know, make some cool stuff, learn more about magic, channel the elemental plane of Earth, but something hijacked his shit.
I have found that a lot of intellectual people are just a little like, yeah, I want to do it for funsies.
Oh yeah, this is definitely for funsies. I think he was hijacked. I think the reason why we're seeing nothing in the notebook about his intentions is because they weren't there. Something else took over where he left off.
Yes, Ari, is it possible that they could get their hands on a dragon orb that is somehow transfixed to the plane of Earth?
Absolutely, it's possible. You saw that somebody was able to
With
get
water.
the one of water, so the fact that an orb could be
Here,
resonance,
very own tower.
resonating with, I mean, you saw all the crystals. You've seen this strange life being breathed into golems.
It's physical.
I
version.
can't say I've ever seen anything quite like it. And if there were such a dragon orb, which they're kind of by the laws of nature must be, if it is here, makes sense that this is what would happen.
It feels like something is altering the landscape,
Well,
let alone the people within.
it's altering quite a bit.
The creature we just fought. Have you seen anything like that before, any of you?
I've definitely battled animate, humanoid scraps of things, but not on this level and not as beautiful.
See, I'm used to things like that when in Persepolis, when there were creatures that would make it through the rifts of the plane of water. Could this be a creature that made it through a rift? Earth?
You know better than I, but
I know
it sounds
nothing.
promising.
I know very little about the plane of Earth. It's not my specialty, but
The plane is a plane is a plane as far as I care. It sounds promising enough.
I'm no scholar of the planes, but from what I understand, from what Koras has told me, each plane has its own rules that it follows. The reason why when the planes interact, it usually creates some form of demiplane that they can't quite touch. So they have to create a new thing that intertwines those two laws for them to mesh. Otherwise, it causes unimaginable damage. So, while, and like this is neither here nor there, but I only mention this because a plane is a plane, from what I understand, is overconfident. So it could be that the elemental plane is trying to shift its way into ours, much like the plane of water did with its temple. It could also be that it just as this wizard says, he's channeling something into these crystals and transforming these crystals into something else. If the point of this is to create a energy source, why make fancy golems to guard his, I assume, tower? Why make all these? Why keep people away? This is nothing. Like, from what I've seen, what he's written down, none of this is. Like, I guess it's a little eccentric, but nothing illegal, nothing that would get him in trouble. Something's wrong.
Yeah. That's where I think
Another-
somebody hijacked it.
The
Another
position.
influence. The voices would make sense for that.
The paranoia.
It's
Well,
not,
I think
it's not paranoia if someone's out to get you.
I think we either investigate more or take a nap.
Taking a nap seems like it won't be the option.
There is a place for you guys to take a short rest downstairs.
Well, if Patty wants to take a short rest.
I mean, a short rest won't do a ton for me, but sure.
A long rest in the tower is a decision. I'll say that.
That's not one I want to make. Sounds scary.
How are you on your spells? Are you feeling tapped out? Are you feeling...
But you know, I think Grooms will grant me like one last spell.
I'm a little drained as well. I have maybe 2 left in me. Des, how about you?
Oh, I'm right as rain. Holds up her broken ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
It would give you a long rest would give you a chance to try and fix your crossbow.
Now we could always go out of the tower, go back into the woods for a little bit, take a nice camp, tell our nice little driver man that we're doing this, so he's not like, I want to work in wind.
See, the trouble is
Yasadi kind
there
of
was
looks
a
at-
lot of effort to get into here. And
Yeah.
I don't know how much. I mean, you saw when we were outside, we saw those. There's that explosion that shot us out. You saw how it started reforming. I don't know what it's gonna do when we're gone, but I know that something will come back. Something will be here. Traps will be reset. Something will
I
be,
imagine they'll ignore
more
us as
difficult.
long as
and
Picky's
it'll be
not
on
to
high
see.
alert.
We still have potions, don't we?
Probably.
Yasadi says she would prefer to stay inside the tower. She says, I don't see why we can't just use the living room. There's plenty of places to sleep.
Sure.
But if we think that this is a bad choice,
I could maybe cast some sort of protection-y spell.
we've also made a lot of noise since being here.
Oh yeah, no. Whoever's
I
here
don't know.
definitely knows we're here.
Yeah, I don't know what's watching us, but it ain't gonna be no restful sleep.
That's what watches are for.
I'm okay if we go forward.
Yeah. Yasadi, who wants to take a long rest, or any kind of rest downstairs. Jonas, who says he's good to go if he needs to.
I'm either way on what the party goes.
Either way.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I'm either way. I
But I'm
prefer
sure.
a nap, but it doesn't really matter.
If we take a rest, it should be short.
You're short if we do it. You're long if we do it. Right, Kat?
I can go either ways.
Des, what do you
Des, it seems like it's up to you, mostly because I don't want to make a decision for you guys. I feel like that's rude.
We can take a moment to regroup, but it shouldn't be too long. I don't think we should stay in one spot.
I mean, I can protect us from things like celestials, as long as this can actually be ritual cast, which I don't think it can. I could melt us all into stone. And then we'd be perfectly safe inside the walls of
Yeah,
the
against
tower.
these things that use stone shape-ish ability.
No, we'd literally be in the walls. It would be
Which they
perfectly
can also
safe.
do.
Perfectly safe.
Alright. We'll go take a short rest.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think this is a good time to wrap it up for the session. I think we're right around our time limit. So, not bad progress through the tower. Not you guys have ran into some adversaries, but you guys have found out some key information, and you're going through this little dungeon crawl that I made. It's been a while since I made you guys go through an actual little dungeon crawl. This is fun.
Yeah. I last one was
I think the last one you guys went to was like the first place I made you go to, like, of the temple of elemental, like draconic elements.
Mhm.
Like that was the first one, and like I don't think you guys have been in a dungeon since. So this is fun. This is good times. But thank you for coming and watching us. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon. I don't know what the bell icon really does anymore. It's lost on me. It's like an arcane rune that's long since lost its actual meaning. But I do know what comments do, and it lets us listen to what you guys have to say, which we definitely want to hear. And make sure to check us out on all of our social medias. Check us out on Instagram, or Twitter, or Facebook, Hive, Mastodon, anything that. And if you like listening to our voices.
And oh my god, we still didn't update
What is
this
happening?
poor thing. We want to thank our patron because he's really awesome.
What is happening here?
Pointing to the.
We're pointing to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point down in the
Yeah.
thing. But also, we should thank our patron because I'm so sorry that we haven't updated this card. You're really awesome, Captain Harlock, and I swear we'll update it at some point.
Editing.
But you,
The
Captain
magic
Harlock.
fingers. Love you, Captain. Thank you for being our Patreon. I hope you enjoy all of the content we give you. We work really hard on it, and I think you're going to like it.
But drawing like a mad woman.
It's true. It's actually factual. I can't even imagine how many more cool art we're going to have by the time this episode comes out.
It's gonna be
I mean, at least like 6, right?
And an amount to be disclosed.
Because there's at least 6 covers until now. Probably more like 8.
Mhm.
Right?
Very true. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Make sure to, if you enjoy a podcast version of this format, we're at pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music, thank you for listening. We try our best to.
If you're listening to us at other places, also thank you for
listening. Well, I mean, anywhere really is what I mean. But we try our best to make sure that if something happens that is off of the like visual thing, like if someone does something that we can't really see, we try and vocalize it so that everyone knows. We're not perfect at it quite yet. We're still kind of learning the ropes.
Like
but
Grace boobs.
yeah, well, I mean, there's only so much you can do there. Or like earlier where you made a ginger joke and I got up out of my chair and mimed choking you.
I repressed that memory. So
Yes.
I don't recall.
That was also a thing that happened that we didn't actually vocalize. That we need. No, it's one of those things where we'll get better at it as we go along. But again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see what Andrew's Finest gets up to as we climb the Mage's Tower.
Right, that's what AF stands for.
Can we roll yet?
Hello, all you wonderful people. This is John from Lizards and Locations, and we wanted to say thank you to our sponsor for this episode, Dice Legion. They have amazing stuff all the way from dice to bags, rolling mats, all types of accessories for your D&D needs or TTRPG needs. Please go check them out, and if you go on the website that we provided in the bio and use the code LIZARDS, you get 10% off on your purchase. That's right, 10% off on your purchase. So please check them out. They're amazing people, and we're so excited about partnering up with them. All right, can we roll yet?